Hi guys, it's Seth here for a Blu Ray collection video. I just did one about in January, but I sold a lot of fluff and shit. And I figured I'd talk about the movies I kept. So I think we're going to start off with some comedies first. And number one is Fanboys. Great film. It's especially if you love Star Wars. I mean, if you love Star Wars, this is the movie for you. It's not that great of a comedy, and sometimes the continuity is a little shitty, and by that I mean you'll have like two actors complaining about something nerdy in Star Wars, and then midway through the argument they'll switch sides and then say totally conflicting arguments. So obviously it was all wrote for laughs, and you know, it's a great movie. Definitely see this. Seth Rogen's in this. He's great. He plays two characters in this, and then he fights himself, it's awesome. And Kristen Bell's in this. She was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall as Sarah Marshall, and Jay, I think Birchallum or something, he was in Sorcerer's Apprentice. He's also in Knocked Up, and he's the lead in She's Out of Your League. Great movie. Definitely give it a shot. And I spent a minute talking about one movie, so I gotta kind of not talk about everyone, but anyways, next is Jackass 3. Love the first and second Jackass, but this one seemed kind of forced to me, kind of just like there to make money. It's a great movie, and it's great seeing all these guys come back, but hopefully they don't make a Jackass 4. They're getting too old for that. Next is Knocked Up. Seth Rogen's first real lead film where he's not just playing a supporting actor, and he's great in this. One of my favorites. Great cast. Katherine Hegel's just like alright in it, but she's hot, so it's okay. And Seth Rogen steals the show, and Paul Rudd and I think it's Lisa Mann that plays Paul Rudd's wife. She is married to Judd Apatow, and then Judd's kids are in this. It's just a great movie. One of my favorite Seth Rogen's. Next movie is Hall Pass with Jason Sudeikis and Owen Wilson. Very good movie. I was totally caught off guard on how good it was. I was just thinking, a shitty movie, but this was the movie that got me liking Jason Sudeikis. He's just a funny guy. It's sad that he's leaving SNL, but hopefully he'll do more great movies. Next we got Role Models with Sean William Scott and Paul Rudd. And McLovin, Kristen Plantzini, I think is his last name. I probably butchered that all to hell. But very funny movie. It really is. It's great. Definitely pick this up. And the before mentioned, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. This is the movie that just... What's his name? Oh, give me a minute, please. What's his name? Russell Brand. Whoa, brain fart. Yeah, this was Russell Brand, I think first big movie, and he's just excellent in it, and so is Jason Segel and everybody else. Very funny movie. Pick this up as well. There's a current trend of Judd Apatow movies, with the next one being 40-Year-Old Virgin. Seth Rogen is fucking hilarious in this. I know he's just a supporting character, but he is so funny, and everybody in this is just great. If you haven't seen this by now, you definitely need to pick it up. Okay, now we got a Kevin Smith movie, Dogma. Absolutely love Kevin Smith, and this is the only movie where I can actually stand Chris Rock. Now I just think he's kind of racist, and he always plays a race card and this and that, but he's a funny guy, don't get me wrong, but he's excellent in this. And then we got Kevin Smith as Bob, and Jay as Jay. Great movie. What's his name? Matt Damon is also in this. I think this is one of his first big films too. Don't quote me, because I don't know. Yeah, and Ben Affleck's great. Dogma. Next is Paper Heart. I kind of made this stupid thing because it didn't come with a case. This is a throw the disc at the TV. This is a Carolyn movie, and Michael Cera. Love Michael Cera. He's just a funny guy, and this is a really great movie. It really is. It's kind of like a documentary that blends into another movie. but it's great, and they go around interviewing people about love, and the main character Caroline what is it? Am I pronouncing this right? Charlene, excuse me. Charlene. Wow, that's embarrassing. Says she can't fall in love, and then she meets Michael, and then, shit happens. Great movie. I did not do any of that justice. But definitely go see that. It's great. I didn't do too well, but it's an awesome movie. Next is another Kevin Smith movie. We got Clerks 2. I'm just going to go out and say I am the biggest Clerks fanboy. I absolutely love Clerks 1. I see it all the time. I just repeat it over and over again. It's just a great movie. And I was kind of weary when I saw this. I was like, oh god, is it going to be commercialized? Is it going to be just like a shitty comedy? And it wasn't. It was a great comedy, and I love how they ended the Clerks story. The ending's great. It's just a very funny movie. And Jay's great in this too, because he actually acts like himself. It's a great movie. Definitely give it a shot. I'm sure you have. Okay, next is another Kevin Smith movie. We got Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. This is a funny movie, but it's not that great. It's good, but not great. And you got to kind of know the Kevin Smith's movies to kind of get, because Jason Lee plays Banky, and I can't remember the other guy. But whatever. He plays like two characters, and so does Ben Affleck. But it's a great movie. Oh, awesome. Next is Horrible Bosses. I absolutely love It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and this movie is great for Charlie. It's really funny. And then you also got Jason Bateman, which I'm really starting to like too. He's awesome. Kevin Spacey, Colin Farrell, Jennifer Aniston, Jason Sudeikis again. He's such a funny guy too. Really all-star cast. And I cannot handle Jennifer Aniston in this movie. It's just ridiculous. She's so hot. But definitely see this if you have not. It's a funny movie. Oh, next is another Kevin Smith movie. We got Chasing Amy. This movie is just so good. It really is. It's just so good. It has a great message, and it really shows Kevin's insecurities when he was younger, and I think that's great. Great movie. I think this came out after Mallrats, and we all know how Mallrats came out, but really good. Definitely see this if you have not. Give it a shot. It's just excellent. And then my favorite comedy ever, my favorite movie maybe. Close favorite movie, we got Clerks. I don't know. I love this movie. I don't know. I was 18 when I saw it, and it just stuck with me ever since. It speaks to me on so many levels, and it's such a great movie. If you haven't seen Clerks by now, definitely go see it. It's just spectacular. Clerks. God, we're at 8 minutes, and I'm not even done with the comedies. Next, we got Russell Brand, Get Him to the Greek, with Jonah Hill. Love Jonah Hill. Fat Jonah Hill. Very fat Jonah Hill, in fact. This is a great movie. I think, what is his name? Sean Combs or something? He's fucking hilarious in this. Just a great movie. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it, but I like that kind of music, and I don't know. I just think it's awesome. So. Okay, now we got Youth in Revolt. Excellent movie. Another Michael Cera. Just all around great movie. Ray Liotta is so fucking awesome in this movie. Justin Long. I love Justin Long too. I mean, Steve Buscemi, Zach Galifianakis. All-star cast. Very funny. If you haven't seen this, definitely go buy it. I need to read the book. Okay, I think we're out of comedies, and I'm gonna end it at yeah. Okay, I can still go. We got a Rob Zombie film, The Devil's Rejects. Now, I saw this before I saw House of a Thousand Corpses, and personally, I think this is just way better movie. House of a Thousand Corpses is good, but it just seems weird. I don't know. It's still a good movie, but nah. This movie, however, is great. I love it. Then we got From Dusk Till Dawn. Awesome George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino, the first one I'm talking about, it's just awesome. And then From Dusk Till Dawn 2 is just, it's good, but it's not great. The Steelbook for that is awesome. Oh, okay, another cool George Clooney movie, and Mark Wahlberg, love Marky Mark, he's awesome too. And Ice Cube, we got Three Kings. This is an awesome, story, and just is really good. Three Kings. Okay, now we got Predator. I don't need to say anything about Predator. Y'all know it. District 9. I want a Halo movie. Let's get a Halo movie. This was amazing. A lot of people were pissed off about this because it kind of wasn't as action-y as the commercials kind of led it on to be. But great movie. I loved it. Saw it in theaters. Thought it was excellent. Watch it all the time. It's a great movie. Okay, now I think we're getting into the superhero movies. And we got Watchmen. Now, this is a great adaptation from the graphic novel. I read some of the graphic novel, not all of it, but this is pretty close. Excellent movie, too. Great cast. It's just a pretty awesome movie. I think Zack Snyder's best work so far. But, Watchmen. Oh, another great comic book adaptation, Sin City. I heard they're making a second one, which is cool. This is one of my favorite Bruce Willis movies. He's just awesome in this, and you got Jessica Alba. Holy shit, she is amazingly hot in this movie. It's just a cool black and white kind of noir feeling to it. And then what they want you to see is usually in red. It kind of sticks out. Awesome movie. Great on Blu Ray. Great. Sin City. Okay, now we got V for Vendetta. It's Natalie Portman's hot, and then they shave her head. Why would you shave her head? But another comic book adaptation. I never read the comic. I only watched this once. Thought it was okay. It's kind of long, but it's a great movie. V for Vendetta. Oh, okay. Now we got Green Lantern. Ryan Reynolds. I actually kind of like this movie a lot. A lot of people didn't think it was good, but I did. I am not a DC fanboy though, so maybe that's why I enjoyed it more than other people. But Green Lantern's just a cool superhero. I think he's one of my favorite DCs if I had to pick. Personally, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I think Batman's overrated. But he's still cool. My favorite Batman's Batman Beyond, so that probably says a lot. But yeah, Green Lantern's great. Ryan Reynolds is funny. I think Ryan Reynolds would make a great Flash. Am I the only one? But he's Green Lantern. Okay, now we got The Punisher. Tom Jane and John Travolta. This one, however, I think is the better one. There's a new one that came out that's just all, killing people, which is cool, I mean, but this one I think is really great. John Travolta is awesome in this. There's awesome fight scenes. You really feel for him when he loses his family. Just a good movie. I like this one a lot. I personally think it's the better Punisher movie. Ooh, now we got X-Men First Class. The recently released, I guess it's the remakes of the X-Men movies. What am I thinking of? I can't think of the reboot. Excuse me. Yeah, the X-Men reboot. It was okay. I'm a Marvel fanboy, so I like to pick out all the minor details. And there was a couple things in here that I'm like, well, okay, but it was good. Definitely recommend it. And then we got the best Hulk movie ever. I don't know. Mark Ruffalo was great in the Avengers, but Edward Norton is just awesome. He's just a great actor. And Tim Roth is a badass in this as well as Abomination. Really like Tim Roth. But Hulk, I personally think it's the better one. But, And then one of my favorite movies, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. This was the movie that really got me into Michael Cera. I don't know. I just think he's just awesome for this part. And it's a great movie. I can't really explain it. Kind because it's so awesome. It's just a great movie. Definitely go see it. Okay, so that is the end of part 1. I'll see you later for part 2.